son of a prophet. And ye know be did you media be nam say inquiry and nam no meaning baby pubby efremwa a beboy and a brabo. Na near a was a tenet and so na ya tene na near was a ye shemukena emani sipo na ACP and so na ya ama nyamienu nyam ade deny so yenya yasumdri. And I'm on this platform with a very prominent man of God, Apostle Benson Asante, joining me. And in due time, we'll be home and see and I'll be the voice and so I come home. Yeah, because afa, nyema bia enko ye ntutu ye bia enko ye ewo ye na yaresa ebia ahodo ene ya na ya yarehwefo wana eboa ye nsenka ye ho beto ye nanso nyema bia ye ntutu na ye. It's join me, stay with me. Tune in, subscribe to the channel you're watching this session, and MRO if you say will be free costra na you'll be na piano. Yes, ansana kwaku ana abua bi a oria form bedru soro no na ye ahoma bi no afa so ndi ahoma kase the brain behind our chinchim mfidie cameras and everything abrantepa in fact obo aduma na me share dan hu bi a ne ho ofa o media space no musa oye producers a minimum nyina ye ba ko na abrantepa so ye ba ko abe hu producer wetum say na bia no atete ano kama na chezo produce ne hu ofie ansana abe production so aduma na me share na aduma mu penifo. So without wasting much time, yeah, bo ye jumadi no so prekope ye kasa for medical negligence. Ahwe ye to de bia ye nya ne ntoto ye bia emwa mma ayaresa insipi mma yeso ye ninye ema wona ekopa ayarehwe enso kra ninye ase obi ko hospital na nse kra na ode ayemhihie na eko because the question ye dread be ma na emum obi sasa na me kokora ye betie ni ahwe me mponye. And the news all over are be some hospitals that are being sued by caretakers from almost caregivers. It's not so favorable. And near my person now ye be dosu koni ahwe niema e de saa ne oma no eba bufuo ba afanu no be asene de na ye nhwe ne correct. So I welcome my Apostle Benson Asante Odofo and our father and we see you today was maybe pebosin abo na me bebo moko ana with the choir program biba na me sure be brave for joining us on this platform.
Sure.
And the minimum say by the time I you know na mpanifo nyenkoda ne wona ehwe mema ne manyina na esua bibi afam said the team and topic net no medical negligence and you know emunchire mu no kra meto ama wansa and was a doctor
although asidanke nyame na neye da foforo so a nyame aye. It is indeed a day the Lord has made. Of course, duty calls, and we've responded to that clarion call, and that call, no, we own our nation that duty of service. Now, I'm saying topic now with the abano. Also for many ajepa, it borders about the things that goes on in our social space, and I say in our country, and it's something that needs a holistic approach. And the negligence also for the main kind of say failure to act with prudence, and I say doing, and I say failing to do a due diligence. Now what is expected of you? Let's just idea no, as I say, oh yeah, but we bu ani aguso, and I she yi anye den anko at the corner home. Until the moment you take your eyes off something, so it's probably loss of concentration. Also for any be brain, so it may say by reason of the fact that you did not pay attention to your job, you did not pay attention to whatever you are is expected of you or you are supposed to do. Okay. And yeah, well, and maybe you can get away with them. But there are some jobs and there are some situations also for the price not to pay too costly and too deadly say and a very broad topic, and I'm very happy say you treat our topic way today.
Okay, sure. So we are diving deeper. Now before say go to the negligence aspect, let's congratulate the good doctors that we also have.
Of course.
Because you want negativity in and you get positivity in so on.
Sure.
So the fact that some people are negligently exhibiting certain act and attitudes that is bringing failure to the medical side, and some good people or some good personalities are also working very hard and working very well as humans, because today be a kushia doctor be a on share was our refer chef wongwa name mo share was we nipa into odwena ho or watima, and let's congratulate them wherever they are. And you know yourself, so when him say adwuma na wo ye wa yaresabia no wo ye ni year minim say onim pa say wo ye ni ye said the make de bia say bayfo kura nim say bayfo. The good person also knows he or she is a good person, and we will congratulate them. And your more minim senka nipa bebre no kaya she senka omunim fie senso ko omundru no more kamanie bebre bekoso. So the first some people are playing negligently. There are also good ones so Tim said they have the call, because health care or giving care and are exhibiting your ideas, not your knowledge in the sector of healthcare, say a doctor or a nurse, media minimum say a calling, and it is a ministry by itself.
Sure.
It will be on my team say your friend man, your friend abem, he or she looks beyond the salary and the allowances. I hope you've seen some before.
Although one thing I may personally highlight what Hanson is saying.
Okay.
Although how good a doctor is. Or the young use a medical personnel or medical let's say hospital in generalizing on, let it be generic. Yen limited to doctors and Kwan.
Okay.
Because any doctors and Kwana it be a hard working it be so sometimes no more it be any petty or how maybe I reason of will be negligence.
Okay.
Let's take the whole medical team as a case study this morning and as a case study today. Although one thing I see here is no matter how hardworking a man is, I then be a sinto. Nti yem for munko jinam pempens will be say they are angels or they are saints, until they should not be prone to errors. Because a yedenya emfa ho nipa no matter your dexterity, and it has got to do with hard work. And finally, how hardworking you are, will be crabit me because of lack of sleep, or bit me the at the table or so, and non say on your good doctor. Yeah, highlight it honor. So I'm not interested he's not a good person or a good medical personnel. But there are some negligence be or
we don't
they
expect
are too
it.
blatant to say nipan wedie washeda anabuapaye. And I say because of incompetency, and I say because the person is incompetent, it's in a situation here then. Now I'm say some of these situations in our part of the world highlight a honum bebre. People do a lot of things and get away with them because of baby are you free. Elsewhere, in most advanced countries, negligence and idea you take it for granted. So we'll be called hospital. Now I've seen people yes see woman by reason of issues or situation maybe can have as frivolous. Petty, and yaman kete. But elsewhere, you will not get away with them. Even if they you won't get away with them.
You said something, we are all humans, and sometimes we shouldn't be too much of expectant. We shouldn't be expecting too much, like they are angels, our doctors and our nurses, and even the gatemen who watches over the hospital, because the negligence of a gateman grabbing how many people imagine son Arabia chono abidin hospital now boom na gateman so other sleep can catch up with you at any time. That is why you go through certain processes before you are called a nurse and a doctor. So though much is not expected, or the unthinkable is not expected from you. You are not divine. You are human. Into you sin talk a crabby a day. But it's a member hospital. now beka chem ze paniasa say member hospital now at the entrance me boom security was wada no what that will fear you say enchini try ukunu kwan mu e wo ukunu fear enye news but the enchini try ukunu kwan mu wo wase fear e news so there was strategical places be one more. So far as our friend a workplace, dear, we don't expect even certain petty mistakes. Nimsa they make an what you say. I hardly say me call Manchester, me Ura Hospital, and now me take case me Ura Hospital. Na you beka chem say paniasa. Why the stress say what's a panier and sanso? Okay.
Also for say what I was emphasizing no enye some of these issues. Say be a panier. Ebia necessary doctor ekofa ebia seizures edeye bibi and na waja no baby and okofa bibi for na no akose maybe a disaster or a situation, but I'm talking about sometimes human natural errors nenia marketing kete. But as I also rightly indicated, you get away with them in a part of the world, but elsewhere you will not even get away with them.
And I understand your point. Elsewhere in the crowd, can be but it does not happen frequently.
Yeah.
Once a while, it's here.
It's here, sure.
Absolutely. Sure, say Bruni, say Benadrin Yerjuma, say a nurse came to work, and they be a nature called.
Yeah.
Enjoy a fast. Say, oh yeah, who in a case be a baggy diggy into a buy. Yes, yeah, your lecture and coffee.
Yeah.
No, but when it happens frequently, it becomes a dagger against the one seeking health.
Sure.
Because they be an asadi we be see now. And you know the negligence in the course one. I quite remember the soul of my mom rest in peace. Yeah, they back hospital now for 24 hours. There's a bed in the home.
Sure.
And I'm talking about Ghana, and one of the biggest hospitals now. Your rating is at the second highest. I think it's even the first.
Also for a honor dear, I mean defend the medical for Kakra, because when it borders about beds and then some of this hospital equipment now, I believe say if they are equipped enough, maybe a no should be something that should be equated to the people, the high-ranking officials in the society. I don't know if you are getting the import of what I'm saying now.
I'm getting it, but I'm not understanding it.
Yeah, all right. Let me bring in this. Let's take our fire service department as a case study here. Apart from the human errors, sometimes they are prone to. And remember, some positions be there should be no margin of error, because the margin of error comes at a cost.
That is it.
Yes, but say a fire department they lack basic tools and amenities to execute their agenda or their assignments, and most of our hospitals also lack some of these things. You made mention of beds. It is not the responsibility, especially in government hospitals, it is not the responsibility of a nurse or a doctor to provide beds and access some of this equipment. I don't know if now you are enlightened.
In our medical sector, we have a chain of people.
Yes.
Are connected. Even some are not doctors.
Sure.
Some are reporters. Some are auditors.
Yeah.
So the first are connected to the health sector. I'll call you a health personnel.
Of course.
So who is in charge to watch over birds? Say now who it is whose job to provide?
Okay.
Because tax in
then it means some of these more practices, as you rightly also said earlier on, some of this negligence comes from two angles.
Sure.
There are some that are systematic and endemic. Okay, you can't systematic. The whole system, no, because you chip in or more your head, say you from medical personnel. It is a systematic idea. It means that if we assure and a form, and the reason why I chip in endemic, so it is among endemic, something that is within the confines of a particular place. Okay, Ena yawo ebi nso so wo a human error and the negligence on part of individuals. I don't know if you've gotten what I'm saying. It be a system and it be individuals. But ni nyina no eka boma ni nyina no ebe negligence. And there have been instances whereby mfonso bi ana chimato bi ekoso ewo ayaresa bia na institution bi mu a yetimi seal the institution as a whole, and especially when it borders about issues that has got to do with beds and equipment. Okay, and the award the so why you seal individual no, let's say a doctor and were failing to perform his or her duty. It's a kobasa no, so maybe the system no any institution it won't change near seal the person involved. Are you getting the two instances here?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
And you know, it all boils down to a negligence. Said you know. Say also for football and now coaching, who you coach na ebi amoko bobo in a particular day. Yes system be also for say a farmer wa nobody talks about it. I'm far. That is where your system is highlighted. A lot of people have gotten away with negligence and a lot of things, but the moment that is where negligence you highlight it. As I said.
So for you complete, as you said, what complete with that one that now.
Because the reason why it continues to happen and there is a repeated cycle of this negligence near the fact say here nobody takes anybody on. The society, even negligence also on our part,
our
we take nobody on.
Help.
Yeah.
Even if you want to take somebody on, where do you go? Who do you go?
But also, there are appropriate authorities. There are courts. Okay, there were courts. There were institutional. Mandated to foresee some of this action.
The nation needs education.
If you need education,
seriously.
Also,
yet your mind more. So you shop my debro so kurane you be say munyama boarding.
Yeah.
Into a gym Minimum microphobia muntimi banking halls because they think they're here for specific people.
Yeah.
Why it's for the public.
Yeah.
And you know, say education now also for people to know where to take some people to for those negligence to be dealt with and to be stopped. And yes, say only munti obi play baby ukrana no watching ni ayera.
Also, in a part of the world, no education said the okay, no. We need education.
Serious.
Apart from education, no, sometimes the financial aspect of some people no does not also help. Because the reason why I'm saying this here, by virtue of the fact, say, let's say you've gone to a teaching hospital or a big hospital, and then there is an issue of negligence. Also, for what comes into play, nipa no be complaining ba kumie or complaining we are. What do? You need to seek for legal help. But the point is that the moment you embark on this particular journey, also it comes with a cost. And then the people around you will tell you, say, nipa mwenye free in our part of the world, this is what we know. Yam fama nyame. Wenye free mwe enya se ye odi enya hwe ye mompaye. That is synonymous with our people or us.
We are putting measures together.
That is that be also for enya hwe there, then the person will go scot free. And somebody will be tempted to repeat the same thing because your year first, no, it did not go anywhere. And now said there was no action taken against the person. As I'm speaking to you now, there is a school be would you say I've sued them. You know why?
No.
Well, there is a school be a would you say?
Me
school needing.
Kenya to do and I will see one.
Yeah, I've sued them.
And okay. Obo or suffer there is a school be or diasa mercy woman na mebem. Yeah, just a suffer kuresi will be crying.
That is the issue. And the moment Obeka says software si will be no. The first thing that crops up and I come
so
to people's
the question
mindset,
comes again.
Oh yes, software no akwesi will be aden na wonfa nyama.
So why have you sued them?
Okay. Now, yensha de biwa. Said ye mekan and I've sued the school and up to them to also respond. They also bring their defense.
Sure.
And the court of competent jurisdiction will later on determine the outcome of the case. Now, my younger brother is outside the country. Okay. Nema eku school, nema 2 in the school more. And then Neba Penino, who is a 5-year-old girl, asumadi akweshe akolana sum. Asumadi mienu akweshe akolana sum. And also for school did not take akolano into the hospital. But rather, omo try so omo pin. Ebe yi asumade na every akolana sum. En akolana sha asese obledi. they later on called the family. And many boys never akokofa akolano. Also, when he entered the school near the akolana between school, the main gate, Mome Famadie, and then bring you at the akolani school and skillfully the hospital, Omoyadie, and then Omotimi Eyi Asumadiano if we akolana sum. And then the father called the school authorities. Said this is a negligence on your part. Also, in a part of the world, said you can't, untimi nyameshe. That is what we know, of course. Unless until say you know what to do and you know your right, and a lot of people do not know what to do, know their right, or do not even know where to go when some of this issue comes up. Okay, and then my brother say my brother has been harsh in his all trances into sanity dia omoyi nkola na di every school more, and this is a school akola no ba kubia etua 2,500 cedis a term. You know, say most government institutions are free, but the reason why you be a government institution and a school adding a a school etua 2,500 nene say he feels that there is something you are doing that the government institution is not doing.
So it's not only about the intelligence or the good teachers around, but the safety of the child is also
very important.
That's why
yes,
we'll be 300 cities a term. Now media 2,500 cities a term. And then it's kind of many abuse. Now so minimum say, mobile chairman money a dear now so it is about
there are some things that if you mubinya it be a public school nenya den. That is the difference. And also is the reason why I am paying that amount of money. I love that statement. Say omobenya public schools in Kenya. So we switch back to the medical sector. Sure.
It looks as if said the private sectors what the equipment, the specialists yem play negligence or
imagine,
even in this same system, within this same country.
Also, margin of error no Ghana, if you've taken and I say what shenye maybe it seems that anything that connects and I say anything that a year government oriented and I say a year abiding negligence a very common that particular place. You know the reason why? The answer is not far-fetched because a abiding and nobody cares. And let me complete a Kolani school na anyway, because maybe I will be sent to a person who baby see. And that which I did, I gave it to my lawyer to study the case. It is the first thing a lawyer never say. He will write a letter to the appropriate and as a petition to the appropriate institutions. The school nation as here. School now before an action will be taken against them. And these letters were distributed accordingly, and of course the school responded through a lawyer. So they are ready to sit down with us. That time no official letter so if it is no you catch a lawyer they will not do it, and they called us and we went for the letter. And it's a official a school whereby I'm paying 2,500 cedis a month. You are more the then a hano running to me then because a negligence of duty. Say a Kolawu school na Kola nepra. Prior you did not even take the child to the hospital. In most advanced countries, you pay for that negligence. Although you ha ena akolebi this school and akolebi kotu ituobo obi a man any fry and the yana say. Some of these institutions, a lot of them, are foreign companies. Omo Kroma, they will not be able to do that. But when they come here, because the system is so corrupt and the system is so porous, Omo Ba said the system they play to the gallery. Because the school and after the institution, I don't think say an institution Ghana for there. It has a international institution. It have branches all over. It will to one course on any fry. At the end of the day, abuafo and a bear mube buakolano in most advanced countries. I'm telling you that school will not take. They will not. They will not. Mean kind of saying people close it down. If that's a bit close it down, or they will be sued for huge sums of money. But Oma for Muwedi. But I've taken over. If the situation where it's with me fear. By now, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I will take them on. We have to test the law sometimes. And yes, people will continue to be negligent. People will continue to misbehave. People will continue to take people for granted in this country. Situation is here, no. What is school never out? No, they didn't come out. What is be defend you? No. What is mutual? Sikase yemfansa kolane yare? No. Omote ho. And a philanthropist, and as an individual, the family had to go to people soliciting for help before say akolane ho eye den etono. And the school they are indifferent, and they cannot do this in United States of America. They can't do this in Germany, but they will do it in Ghana because nobody is taking them on. At the end of the day,
then I think the men in position must start to do their work well, because say you nipa biara obe question ye. Na yenhunu ene ode takora ba so be cheke ade obobo she ne nzam agra.
That is it.
No, I'll come a good report.
Corruption.
Sure. And obi aye de ope. So the question is, what do we do then?
Say one thing is the fear crowd among the people, also for even if you have the financial capacity to take them on. These are big brands and big institutions, also for we know what transpires in most of our courts and in most of our institutions, especially the government ones. Also for when you take them on, udibem krana, we know say in this country, no, we know what can happen.
Who
in
knows
some
who?
of these institutions.
It's
nipa no share na nisika corner bra. Asem bi wo ho betime take 2 to 3 to 4 years.
You know,
the money involved is a huge sum of money, because you know the lawyer now will take you issue, no, cash down 15,000 cedis and will demand there. Or back court biana, there is a specific money as I the man. Into the obey and say, me demand say mama nyame. That is it.
And so near say what day?
Yes, say what day.
A lot of people have died.
Yeah.
Just because of the play of negligence.
Sure.
From a caregiver. Minim say minti menhwe me ho. Mo ana mo say yam yentena fie nya say say ho yare. And yen drug ya abuse drugs.
Sure.
Now yen drag yourself to the peak of the sickness ayenti minya ho hwe.
Yeah.
Enti utikura na ba futu okura sha say ekoso say oyare ya bra check up behwe ne enema ekoso na meba na say the bekoso there. Most of the time people will be complaining because nurse no phone tare na so adro kro de mame na imagine say phone tare obi aso no aye say na o
in a part of the world na beko na nurse ni etene phone. And one thing is some of these nurses they travel outside, doctors they travel outside, men limited to medical personnel cut across so many institutions here, but same people travel outside and they will not do or repeat that which they are doing in Ghana.
I read
because the system does not support that. I
read the news yesterday and nurse be your word jumum ono kra nye say e ho nye busy kra o che ne desk ho say ya e na watna say like sexy way be na ne top no yi na ne sisi echi kakra go on. Do you know so mo yi na di
on be you ready the other for they are not jokers like and they are not joking like how we doing our things here in Ghana.
That is it. Because somebody a news that trended a few weeks ago, a woman that was given a position, and later she showed him a certificate to Quran pictures be on na fake, so she couldn't use that medical knowledge she claims she has or she has outside any baby also when you have the certificate, you know, but she could use it here, even to the point I stand to be corrected. Allegedly the team na a president now way impompa do not offer poison mawa.
Also when the one thing is the most shocking aspect of it of them all is impersonating, faking documents and everything. Although these are situations that are tantamount to let's say a civil action, or are tantamount to the like invoking the wrath of the law. But they will go scot free.
The corruption in our system is too much, fast glow. I don't know what word even to use. You know, this is a lecturer. I was okay in university. Our sister station aye interview no course be no ye de no o just ohun baby on fan
and the reason why we are not taking some of these people on is all cannot they are not penny or not although a lot of people maneuver their way through the system. I'm telling you for a fact. They are holding certificates and degrees that, and it's the more reason why when you assign them to a specific post, they are not able to deliver, because the level of corruption here in Ghana and Africa as a whole, no,
and no between cross me your road contractor.
Yeah, it's shocking. Now you contract ma omo ewo TV station.
And says awful. It's a mere way or Bible na ye mere yanga me sure to be see wo mo pe.
Maybe people think I'm controversial because of the
system when because you go school here oba crashes space I say no can brofo kakra say ebudi so chechini hu bi asa onye local onye teteko bi say obi aye na
ho say yen intino or like we hu be something different.
My classmate be Harrison so they told you that time what told you one Ghana na jawaje na one Ghana akwati mi je na me fan say na watodua ne 10 cedis so ti mi je na be 30 cedis but o todua ne 5 cedis na to kosua mienu a I say you are being washed in a different way bi I say when you scale busu na kosua pa na wudi kosua mienu so obi nam no ti bi to mi kosua ne akokọ otu kosua ne mpo do you get it?
Sure.
I say, yeah, set a certain gallery, be say.
On a standard, be.
On a standard, be say, Sancrophobia, be your one year so cleaner. As some person much stress on the almost yesterday.
We are here. And a company be on here, a TV station, a huge brand. Now, a minister, sitting minister, catch almost they should reveal their prices. And they categorically told the minister, said they cannot do that. However, and this same group of people were sued in Nigeria, and it's good. Say sometimes when we exercise our and as a citizen of this land, however, a responsibility for access to a health care. I have that as a citizen, that right as a citizen. Say me yari amenko hospital ni enshame. Obi ha me amenko court. We need to test the law. Omotna Krum ha categorically and said they cannot review it because you know why? There was a past people BIB at the left office who has can say the omone omo akwadwin kromu ana ben kromu e for a specific period of time and nothing was said. Into the thing say they can get away with anything, and it's the more reason why they can tell a certain minister say
we need to sanitize our system.
Of course,
less the generations coming say radia more because we are in a country about 5-6 years ago. Na Israel ni bia betina Ghana ha oni sikanti wato presidential cars EBS college ni a year omde 1 we etimi affix police siren wom won di traffic tinted or ba until say one man in a position, special position decided that day they obey the road ojina car no bisa say who are you and emra wo ho na won na etwa we use police siren na abranti abetina Ghana over almost a decade. Na de bia wan ko hwe wonim say ye wo Ghana ha na efie bi mo ho electricity for current bi ko light bill. Because fence wall egu ho ne nkrama egu fie ho no.
Ghana ha most big institutions, they are not even paying light bill. Go check most of these government institutions.
But
most big companies like companies they are not even paying.
Abrepo junction ya tofo we mi na me hunu ye anado 10:30 woman bi tilapia bi wo kwan ho anado 10:30 no I saw a lady with a bag wa basa oba take it ama de ototo tilapia no ada ya I don't know whether to use KME or what. or your task force woni bia za na dwo na wo say oba no obetiti and I do 10:30.
Yeah.
I was wondering how. But there are some people, some brands, some institutions and companies be more. I say you should say be
yeah. And it's the more reason why they are doing that. Say it's the also when you go to most advanced countries, they pay even for mobile data or monthly subscription.
Sure.
Say a £10 or £10, 15 or 15, $10, $10. But when it comes to our community and Africa as a whole, also for one no be any data. Otoa nasa. Inti bosom and sono. Na say 400, 500 no up to 500 cedis. Why are they not doing it like in most advanced countries? Meaning say if you are getting what I'm saying.
Because in Europe, you can £10 for a month. The whole month.
And one hour BBI.
Then was subscriber for a month and the within 15 days.
Your data, yama 1 week, but it's missing just 2 days.
One network be war money.
You cannot.
Network in one hour from 40 we are there. You see,
oh no, you see. And one thing that is very dangerous in our society also for the moment you decide to fight for your fellow black man, your warding say the sabako kutia opponent now the back so fend off attack from your own people.
Like in the days of Moses.
Yes.
My betcha was a bull. My opponent now. No opposition team no. We are no akwakasa me am beje wo ye
go online and read comments. There are some people because of a partisan politics by reason of that they are fighting the communication minister this now or not fighting against these TV stations.
This cancer has stayed with us for too long.
It will take time
a bit
to sanitize our society.
Let's switch to the Bible a bit. 2 Samuel chapter 4 verse 4.
Yeah.
About Mephibosheth.
Sure.
A nurse was employed.
Sure.
And the assignment of this nurse was to take care of Mephibosheth.
Yeah.
Because that time I him feels cow.
Sure.
And he menana Saul na employ and it's Jonathan so na employ na. You know, I say Mephibosheth and I'm in Mephibosheth from Saul or Jonathan.
Yeah.
Shabo frame said the Bibianya no. Or said the combe fio. Ne bra nurse no. Eddie abofra ni dwane na abofra 5 years. A gene in some shape for my abofra na mi no nyina bubuye. So for the saddest point in is a maintenance ni din ne nka bio. Say okoso hwe abofra no. Anasa oboa mpo say hwe wonum yonti ne de agyaw.
Of course.
It is a dear Jow, not Chemato. We have to question you.
Yeah. But you see, question them and they will come back and bite you. Because of politics, they will get people in position that will support nonsense. Last 2 weeks, and I said 2 weeks ago, there was a boy Bia, he went to a hospital he wanted to be taken care of. I don't really know what transpired between them. As well as maybe a boy not approaching way no could be wrong now. You will get institutions and I said negligence as and the hospital came out. You know the most common thing they do, a strike. That is what they do. And they will get political opponent to back them for such action. Because everything has been politicized in this country. Said the in most advanced countries, human errors will not go unpunished.
And the saddest point in it, I went to Takwa.
Yeah.
Mines for no. Takwa Mines. I don't want to be specific with the name of the company. Sure. Say what the car a bow wompa. You are questioned. You will be taken to the authorities.
And also for
a friend, a brother, a pastor friend.
Yeah.
At the car bow car. Sure. And then penifo bi na be mu anka case no ba bia keka akodru no
onim se brochure emo nyina wo mo right
e Ghana ho ye make ye Ghana ye kromo ye but just the mentality and the system of some people from kroma baha
e the same mentality na
and wo na wura sa area mu hono mu
a see say different
utwa mfonini mpo e wo hono mu ahwe be ka se oni Ghana ha
yeah
as if say you have entered a different world.
Yeah.
which stand to reason say any land is corrupted, but the people living on the land
are corrupt. And I was watching this morning whereby somebody has sued a hospital for negligence, and then
that caused the death of his wife.
And issue of maternal mortality also for a cause of Ghana habebre. You know why? Obekono na nurse ni te ho miemi ane phone so. Obekono medical personnel te ho ye bibi foforo. Obekono no kire se maame na waba no, and it's not that important situation no. Ano nye den, inti na no ye den ya. And you reading through the comments no, you could see say there are a lot of people who are victim of such situation. And the point is that some of these people and these nurses, they go scot free.
Na ye kofre omo akura to omo ne base mo
na me dia dance okura okokasisia institution will come and back them and then tell you they are going on strike. Although say footballer anye na adwuma ya ye ton no, say soldier ni anye na adwuma ya ye transfer no ana ye yinedi, police ni anye na adwuma ya also ye transfer no ana ye yinedi. We've seen situation, have taken situation and people on ewo court any ade, but also for the moment okobo nurse ni change so a, and the institution will rise. Obi amrom raso okrom ha o. Krom ha nya obi ade o. Obi ansuro obi anya obi ahwe wa bra obi anya obi ahwe okrom ha.
It obviously so be obi anya obi ahwe.
Obi anya obi ahwe wa bra obi anya obi ahwe okrom ha. If you misbehave, you will sue you. Enunti na court wo ho no. Until wherever you are, we will encourage people. So oko baby na obi misbehavior, take the person on. And fa so your institution or ye will. The moment you take them on, there are people who will come and back you. There are people who will come and support you. Although recently, about 2 or 3 months ago, I took on social welfare department. Mamponting. I took them on. Me, Bon record, I took them on. Social welfare department. Mamponting, I took them on. Emma issue case and you know. Oh, okay.
So you continue.
Okay. Social welfare department Mamponting. Oh, the case bia involving the pebiano. You see people in offices trying to extort money and then trying to misbehave. And I took them on. Yes, suspended case no 3 months ni yenko case ne so.
Okay, let me ask this question. A viewer and a obisa or can same way. Let me put it that way. Say,
share for me.
Would they a pay rent? And I say a relative back hospital.
Yeah.
Na ordinary fear yawa de numre. Yes, say bed in ho.
Yeah.
Inti bed in ho so dia yen show. And I say omumbra no say wo ye fa on to bed so they don't have the right to take care of you.
Yeah.
Into no any I just would that hold no a bed be available whilst every bed is occupied until say obimpo ne wuye ma ye ni free the bed so ma that was see paper bed so as to maybe na vichere be the paper
and answer one thing also for ade ba kon say some of us let me say for instance obi a woni me bia nim say if we have individual differences, you will be a dear time any time.
Sure.
Some of us, be trigger. We have so many allergies. Yeah. Okay. Now, also for say we are now could that baby now environment the probability of you getting up, being well, down, it will low. So in a situation whereby you've been taken to the hospital and there is no bed for you to sleep or lie on that particular bed. Also, how do you get well? Hospital, no, they are supposed to remedy situation, not to compound it. But in our part of the world, no, said the system will do it, they will go scot-free. Until a boil it down to the individuals. That's what they will tell you.
And for them, or then a call Thursday and it took them almost 24 hours. Friday and minimum. And omunya bed in the year day.
Enti onipa no be free ma we free.
At also.
Yeah.
Now before them, asem no me pese me kasa na me hobby.
Yeah.
Na enkrofobia nya accident no mo aba. Na on the floor near ye o mato. And the saddest point is as if no one is attending to them.
Nobody will.
And you see
so sometimes it boil down to passion. However, and then meet me I say the most common job and also opportunity I work Ghana in terms of occupation a nursing. Ti ponkoso ti wuye biya no. Menka say ubi sa no biya. There are people that have passion. There are people that are endowed. They are brilliant in the womb. And kaya me say ubi a wabon biya was our institution name because unim say you know a jume wo situate what system name no. I'm say the most common nursing. We are if you wanna by say teaching. Into some people they will not even make the grade. They should not, but they are there. Others through politics and then through bribery and then corruption they are there. Men limited to nursing kwa a cutting across so many because a koya sana na see the any see omonkwa so a cutting across them say when we started we made mention of the fact that there are a lot of people in position so therefore they maneuver their way you titles ni we create kuta monokran they are not even true until you assign them government institutions and then you give them mandate, they are not able to perform because they know nothing about them.
Erademoi. Na drop any said the mechanic tree. Drop any a wuchu any mutri made them a drunk cry. Because I think when you love what you are doing, you study more of it and more about it.
Sure.
And then social media abaya. So nanka nkrofo kasabo akura ka omoyem
yeah
oko ka ne he
oko ka no we
but then already ado so camera still so no campaign obenya tie
ko kakra once enekran you see say most of these incidents police for arrest a lot through social media we won't see abuse akolabi abuse or baby a person in position be abuse obi when it comes to the public domain their actions will be taken and also we have institutions to address some of these situations but the point is that obi he doesn't even know where to go obi also he doesn't okokra the system will even frustrate you. When they even get to know, say, who nipa na o be interdicting and say bia o be then o sorry etiano. The system will frustrate you. Although o koye complain the amobi, you get here you sit sika, you get here utua ba ku mienu a omre. Corruption
all over
is so embedded in our system, in our thought. It has become systemic, endemic, and then it cut across every department of the country.
Because
Amen.
we need to come to our senses and we need to rightfully do and position certain things. And just a jeans a movie, because there is a room for correction. We can correct ourselves if we decide to correct ourselves. And nina besha see free nipa ketu ebiso ana eku ketu ebiso ko ye train ye nyina ade no be sachira bom prekope ni asesa ne ma de yenye yi but nipa bi sha see take on some people na nkrofo bi nso start so mo position mo adwuma yi I think say this canker will be deleted and something new will be started ebeboa my Ghana ne yensuba ne yenrobia na de ya na ye me ya say the same people who are playing negligently ewo man mu so tu kwan so onko yes
there be onko yes ade no
o didi obeto atokwa gogodu land na bote so onidi ntonto kwa ho da that's been so won so obebusa say that's been way
the thing is that no orientation and say abrochre de yes ade no and you see also one thing so a man ye ya ne say those that have traveled even in politics, you see, say most of our leaders have traveled. They are so sophisticated. They've gone to a lot of places, educated, but they come back to the society, continue the rot here because they had here.
Okay, so let me put it online. I know it's left with some few minutes for us to produce our time. The say 10 minutes. Okay, so let me put this online. Say wako hospital bribia kosubi anya wanijie. You say you be holding the case near so you play negligence na you can want something because there is a way to deal with the case. Na baby ani can same yes you told them you have to approach somebody na obi so approach obi na ye deal with amicably because said ye kan ye nyina ye nipa to da bia na nipa no kura nim de wo ye ne say eyam from so e ba chawa dem jona say but say yam fa let me come down and break it down like this and next wo ho na bia obi a wo ni problem personal problems dey because oba adwuma no kura fie kura ansha da nyede the oba fie no kura there is some effect on her I am managing to be operating like she's supposed to. It is expected of her and as she used to do and you know as a wire table kakra ebi antokwa bi kura ko so fie phone tar na so ni kunu and I know said this education are given to them even in the school say don't bring the things at home. At work, frustrations but sometimes you can be taken over by certain acting in here maybe it thought there be but some person nurse in here mabato say sheme and because in the medical sector what I know about nurses and doctors the nurses what upper hand with patients so as in the doctors day to day because doctors they do about checking you know mama na do when nurses they take care of you na nurse here they meja o say sheme na meba
post me pacho me for be ntwom
okay
enwe ya na raise dorin na ne home farm
yep
it's be go am dey call hospital
sure
hospital me dim se me money dey
actually I dey modi for some reasons
doctor was say o hwe no pass through all the process no was say o hwe no doctor I can say am na man pressure na obi ya resen
you see this nonsense.
You know,
is that how to approach?
I say no, that's very bad. Say approach a patient, somebody or no feeling say.
You see the nonsense. Also for
shout to the hospital before the hospital.
You see, we say when you take them on, they will reason. School now make come ask them. The moment a lawyer call them, the Omo kind say we are ready to sit down with you. Nature said they know say what they did no.
That's a bribery and corruption and almost activate you.
It the key say obi a mimi ni hospital one way aduma and be assist yes anka.
O say sample.
Aside that no plan. So, o want me I tell you to.
The point is
we see we are or next time he will say because like omo person mo chere say as they are doing us a favor. So also they are not doing anybody a favor.
Say and then as like o he for na ya just a phone na so e do nyakwa kr o sare na mai mami bi o ton tofi na we bi na nche na ye de minute tofi
I will sue you.
Wow.
I will sue you.
Rather more
move from there.
Because sometimes
you can't no they want to defend themselves. But also it be a blatant nonsense. The
unseen is even weightier and dangerous than the seen.
And the one thing is that he cannot do this in UK.
Yes.
Or they need the Osuro
or comporting what they natural violence.
Pick call hospital in UK. He can't do this. But obey Okruma.
Nanya African kwa no bit me operation yes just how one year.
Negligence way. Na bro ni so nko bia nya fine case. Hey,
how the be you?
Na wa eja musie keke pre APA free obi e room kaka. Ni etua compensation ni ade no. A building to me bu e collapse gum crofo so. I remember about 7 or 10 years ago. You remember a company be building e bugu obi so. Emma I mean, yes, she was a compensation krum to Yebi. But the krum, he cannot exhibit this nonsense. And they know that.
I think you're better to also possibly this week or if you are favored with life, will you continue next week? Comment, we will mention your name. You type your name, then you type your comment. Either say, oh, can be also. Another, there is something you don't understand.
Corruption, say corruption.
You don't say, "Radi, I'm why ya." Sa adwene no da ye ntrim say yakọ ha dia say ni ye no no. Wan hwe be di ewu.
Why should it be so?
It shouldn't be so. Hey. But to be imagine
a patient say
what I know is say me ya there work kitchen.
And one thing is if you report them, they have institutions, they will take them on. But yet the thing is that we don't know where to go. And it's as if most of us we don't know our rights.
They be out here
because they have this tendency of shielding their people.
Because there's a recent issue by a guy a
Raf, yeah.
I don't need empathy.
Yeah. When you see.
No, it's a general issue.
It's a general issue.
Oh, you have to mention names.
Yeah.
Okay.
Find the location.
And on near can rap situation and America say they came out, defended themselves, and then they've even sued.
Yes.
Of course. All most advanced countries and other countries here. So our negligence on the part of whoever was in charge, you know, will also be highlighted, and they will not go scot-free. But in our part of the world, no, the first thing that will pop up and they say we will go on strike. And they will be politically motivated by the opposition and people forces behind. And then they will try to make the government unpopular. That is what they do. Issue be a bar. Now you decide to take them on. The first thing they do, they say, they will go on strike. Which is absolutely nonsense. Intimidate, I may encourage you, if they misbehave, sue them. Se nipa no siw no ankosi da bia kwa waste their time. No, me share camera ni. Waste their time because all the hospital akoni aba no and one thing is a producer any case bia no abewe ne. There are some cases you need strong evidence to be victorious. There are some cases some forces be could play from behind that. Ebia untimi win case no. But also for producer one more time, no more new mother next time they will set up. Sure. Say school need na make us school no I've sued them no. Next time, omo misbehaving with anybody's word again. So let's come out.
Okay. So the coming out, you know, we need to know some institutions where to go, any who to approach. And abasa na minim say nanse nanka akonyuma bi mu especially banking halls abon say the suggestion box
sure
ayede esi honum bibi kire wadwene so hu ne say bi kura me ko ka kire asemesi wan he obedi matam na ja wa kire no boko na de akohim. Now I have not ever read about any news suggestion box will be yakoyi free mam ya taking on say we there I say debi o say yenyim pia na ma nkrofo hu say ne omobe eye no ana de bi mu aye no kora na ya attend to the suggestion box so what's the use of it?
And it will interest you to know sir they don't even attend to it, and if they even attend to it, what is the probability of action being delivered based on what you wrote and answer or suggestion,
you know?
And said they tend to shield some of their people. And nipani misbehave krana. The other time I was at Tafo court with somebody. Na oko make complain. And I rehosem ne say obi ene non tokwa ma nipa na asay ne phones mienu na o say one nipa ne nko. Laws ewo oman ni mu. So he will take the person on. Or the nipa ne ko Tafo court na prosecutor owo nipa na ye de ne call ye no ye mfa ne say complainant no na obi okay me na ma be complaining sure. And wona ye de wo ba ye de wo ba court say wona be defending wona ye defendant, and them the prosecutor any wona ye defendant na kan bom ama wadwuma e wo duase a mutwa blocks abom aton. You see this nonsense case ne yakọ 1 year ene echna. So I was there with him and said last 2 weeks or so. We went to the court and then we complained to the court officials. Said this is what the prosecutor is doing. And on him the kind or see oh dear menye bia na ne bekasa na oje e de koma prosecutor for fra. They would think say why you will complain, you know, the same prosecutor na besa their command. You see our mentality. Our court is not even sanitized, my brother.
And you know, what's your big
problem?
Number one,
I've been to court in recent times.
Yeah.
One registrar told me, say, our situation and our institutions not have a serious problem. And I'm saying, with serious problem, then for mama ask them home because I will take you on. Oh, obi oden in sabe come ask him bia, obe misbehave bia, then I take you on. Omusuro. And then they called me one day and told me, lawyer only client in Nkasa. Now I say see you taking on no yard also. And then they started doing the right thing. You are only serious now. I'm telling you for a fact.
Now my phone number. I think that about 3-4 years ago. Now me call. Say me call Jimmy phone. Yeah, they postie. Ghana poster. Before say me call na a strange number from me. Your phone the iPhone on to be 3 million.
A iPhone company ne papa there.
Of which I making payment. I imagine before the phone came.
iPhone no.
How did you even get to know?
A springboard for an insane phone company no papa there.
And I'm saying, who are you? No, I'm so and so. So fortunately, I knew a man in position. I still know the man in a position, a very special position. My friend man Nekra. So I went direct, and I'm saying, who called me? I'm so only one number fee. Me one number is after me. I'm it is so about from the just over gentlemen some more. No 3 million. Yes, sir. A far process more about 5 million. And I'm saying, man, for processing more. Who are you?
5 million.
Why didn't you call me with the company's landline? The number a institution number now personal number now the frame. This is my uncle so and so. My friend no was a member of an Ajimi scanner me a picture of Pansendeno. So are you ready to take the picture? Are you ready to be reported to my uncle or your old boss? So I feel now quite hope. Now beginning phone what the phone and nation me. I hope I saw them so obedient and then I'm okay, I'm coming there. And I'm a call honor. And they took me from the main office. Client money way to a certain special office be. I was I didn't know here I say because they got to know say baby I dream because didn't have a boy no. The boss ding. And fortunately minene binimni pan ba bin shada kurare ne but as a year who say wuni mobi as ni ebu afa.
And say one tress wuni
na dey phone no enie abade enie ba jenama me kakra na dey I'm trying to I'm saying I decided to me beje phone na mema 20 Ghana be that tons wa me ba beje no nsem bia. Besides I don't know you but don't call me with your personal number again. Ejuma minim se me person de beje obi amana koye ba say ntinam de fa Ghana Post straight. Say me ba beje no office e ka bia wo hu bia me dey me tua because ma charge awie e ho ne manyina. Enti die den ne bedi okura wonsam ene na oyi firi no manim ne bedi wonsam office ana say dey ade che na wawu ana de kofia ena biribi akoto anka me koje ne hin. So we live in a country as one trace woni mobia ni ebu afaso
and na woni right so a
your office go so a say woni mobi so a na say bia won go say papa so na before so papa no mo hu say woni mobia they will mafia you.
No.
Oh say and omo tentan mo ho kra office so nti we ba we nipa no also ma kwa charge phone e wo
na me ni CID kasa case abedi wanim ave oya asem ne nwonwura bi na am I supposed can I record you? I need your permission to record you because me nyaje your permission there what am record you. David then they are all canon fa kwan mu. Did you know person so him say fa kwan mu because I'm recording both our voices. Me know me no voices na me recording. So what are you afraid of? Any secret recording me no abeka say bia o kan say me na me abeto na me nkasa na me pe onko awanu asem de akoye biribi. We live in a country so be ya de na so camera si ne so kura onim say ya de enyentina ne yema hye no na say onim say ya de ya de enyentina yema hye wo. May God help us. But the American say till the sanitation of our system because it will not be now.
But the thing is who builds the cat? It's rotting from the head to the toe.
Right.
Enti why na akoye complain the krama no?
Another cat will be released. I already yeah, man, rotting.
You're rotting from the head to the toe.
No, so till then.
Now, of late, you see people misbehaving on social media. You see people in position, government authorities, people are on my bad more or more supporting Crofono Mudin Kwasias. I'm saying in elsewhere in any serious country, you will not even come close to any government office. Say supporting somebody or no, threatening and awudidi. A certain president at them, but Krumha. Wow. Oh, he's even touted as a hero. I saw one guy be Otina TV so kekan se mu. Otina TV so kekan kwase asema. Owie kekan kwase asema.
I'll not let you use it.
Owie kekan kwase asema. Owie na. If you have the balls to be speaking or to be speaking rubbish, have the balls to face the consequences.
Okay.
If when they come for you, you rather brand it as a witch hunt. Who is witch hunting you? What do you even have? And Owie you know Jinaho, I'm a hero. You are with so. You see, as a concept, doors will close her. In some no any doors will close her. Somebody also did the same, and there was a former way or could share the panam say US wait me US I could treat a city president not opposition leader ako now ni pana kusha na ho na wo kan asem create here will be a master government put to men who
we will continue next week if God permit us live the rather better Thursday okay now we Thursday we are continuing and yebeko sectors bia now we enter the medical sector and perform
you come firing
because the lives that we've lost are uncountable special people and the sangrofo we nyina omo yeta na omo so de omo yare as a was special word to be a treat you you give the maximum attention and care.
Omo feel so omo ya na Ghana ha any kwan say e come asema. Sisi o kokan sisi on be kasa an e na o yare a any kwan say o ko ba hospital e ma nurse ni bia hwe. Ejuma no dia. O papa dia. E no bia busu ani bia. E na obi a wo ha bia no so no also for you be a constitutional right. Sure. Access to school, access to hospital you be a papa japade. Into feel so ntimi nya aduma na afri ho. Ye man kofo ntena ha we will not support and condone any imbecility be a ukroma.
All right, okay. Now Mintra Sofo Ben, Apostle Bezra, Santa, God bless you and God bless my producer and God bless me also. Can I mention the Bishop Benaja? And it has been established Thursday. Ebet was the producer man coin mupidia. Ebet was now. Yeah. God bless everyone who had the time to watch us and to learn. We are learning from ourselves. So there are certain things that only see are fine. Tell us, we will correct it. And we know that the inshrabi ne pepe yobi. Ebeba oman money and so dada abrabom ne nya adwen sachra yes charity begins at home nti wo so offer no na wa sha se ye bi ebeka so ye hwehwe ni mu de but say obeye hwehwe ni mu na dia position certain things rightfully
sure have you Messi Nkrofo be 3 companies be 3 from both I have even both record I see both record both records. And then we came to Ntonso Court and then social welfare at Mampontin. They misbehave. I took them on. So maybe maybe I will take it. When you also for the empowerment. I'm say nyame on free slow me come as a mama. Me am see you no
you say tanto the train. And
even if the court misbehaves, sue them.
Even if the court misbehaves, so
they have courts you can do it. What me see Obi
it is well planted, but you're moving
good. You don't know.
You're fishing in out so that
they have limited us.
It will help us
education. When education now, you know your right and that some things you cannot do.
Any book kumuna, you say open to the BBC Bibinia.
Yes, me a controversial.
And I'm sure everybody who participated and the brains behind Omoye Juma tirelessly. Some of the Belboy, I'm a Jumadi area pay. I'm sure on your case here. So till we meet again next Thursday, God be with you and stay safe. And you can come in. Stay safe. Now, your name is God bless you. Shalom, peace. Bye.
Yeah.